Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. We begin conversations this morning. This morning, we're heading over to the TTPS as we speak about police youth clubs on the island of Tobago, and we speak with Acting Corporal Larry Brathwaite. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Right.
Good
It's a
morning
pleasure
to
to have you
everyone.
here on our program this morning. And of course, we're going to get straight into the conversation as we speak about police youth clubs on the island of Tobago. My first question to you this morning is what are, in your opinion, the effects and the impacts of young persons being part of police youth clubs on the island of Tobago? Have you seen differences in communities as we have our young people integrated into youth clubs?
Yes, very, very much so. As a matter of fact, the neglected youths today are the ones who will be committing the crimes tomorrow. So police clubs do play an integral role in improving public safety, reducing crime, by fostering collaboration between law enforcement and the community. Community policing more or less runs policy club. We are the ones who are in charge of policy clubs. And what we do is by engaging the youths, youths, creating community engagement, creating youth engagement. And also what we do as well, we prevent gang involvement. That's one of the integral roles of policy clubs. Policy clubs, we prevent gang involvement by providing something for the idle youths to do. We give them that level of trust, that level of mentorship, that level of guidance so that they wouldn't be on the streets doing things that more or less, what idle hands will do.
And
And yes,
sorry, go ahead.
we have seen a reduction in crimes in certain communities. We call some communities hotspots, so communities where you have a lot of deviant youths. So we actually are there to guide the youths and to ensure that they walk the straight and narrow path and to become model citizens.
And I know that the police youth clubs, they get involved in so many social activities and opportunities are presented to them as well. What are some of the benefits outside of reducing criminal activity and idleness? I know that sometimes they get to travel and visit other youth groups across the Caribbean and even outside of the Caribbean region. What are some of the opportunities and the benefits that one can enjoy when they become a part of a police youth club?
I could give you a story. In Mount St. George recently, the policy club, we would have engaged in a field day. Field day, we would have brought golf to Mount St. George, track and field, different athletics, different sports. And while he's there, I remember Soren Bishop, a coach in Scarborough, he runs a track club. He came down there and he was just, testing the youths and have them running and checking the time. And he was saying, Larry, these youths actually have times that could compete against a number of people they could go and compete. And he actually brought them to his club and he trained them. And now these youths are competing, representing Tobago. And they would not have known that they have that potential had they not been exposed to the things that we have available at the policy club. So the youths they benefit because a lot of them don't know their potential. And what we do, we are able to guide them and we are able to show them their potential. A number of youths don't know their career path, they don't know what career they want to choose. So we would have provided a barbering course recently to some of the youths, and we have produced barbers. We have 3 barbers that would have been produced. We hope the program starts back because funding is our downfall. We don't have enough funding to have the programs because we have to bring the barbers from Trinidad and pay them. But by providing these programs, the youths were able to learn about barbering. Some of them are now barbers, have their own barber shop. They earn a living from barbering. Some of them are exposed to, when we go to Trinidad, we take them and show them about the colleges. I remember back then when we had GATE, while he's talking to the youth, we had a mentorship program where we brought persons from different walks of life. We brought doctors, lawyers, we brought accountants, persons in THA to talk to youths about what is available to them. And we were surprised to know the youth do not know that they have GATE available to them. They do not know about YTEP, the courses that YTEP have offered. They do not know about NEHUS and all these different things. So what we do, we expose them to a lot of positive activities so that they can then choose. And not only expose them, we bring it to them. So that when we bring it to them, they may not know about it, but while sitting down and participating in it, then they realize they like it and then they will choose it as their career paths. Not only that, a lot of them don't know how to become a lawyer. They don't know how to become a doctor. They don't know how to become a policeman. They don't know a lot of things. Even though they have careers in school, in school they play in the linemen. Some of them won't really paying attention to it. But because they were able to be exposed to it in a more relaxed setting, in the policy club where the home, they could relax with amongst their peers in the community, and they being able to ask questions. Some of them were, at first they might ask kicksy questions, but in everything, some their seriousness. and then they will learn about it. Some of them move on to become police officers. Some of them move on to become accountants. Most of them are in university right now. Some of them are accessing gate. A lot of them are accessing how to become police officers. So the exposure is what makes them, they are benefiting from the exposure. And yes, they get to travel and meet other youths and socialize. A lot of them, some of them went to Trinidad for the first time through the policy club. Some of them were able to play against other football teams and then realize that football is nice and want to join football. There is the exposure. We are there to provide the mentorship, provide the exposure, and to educate them about what is available to them.
This is very, very engaging and very, very interesting and encouraging, rather, for our youth here on the island of Tobago. And how does someone become a member of a police youth club?
The policy club has an open door policy. We are open to anybody within the community. Once you have the time, once you are available, once you are interested, you just simply come and you ask to join. We'll give you a form and then you will sign up the form. The form has biodata, what's your name, your age, your community, your parents' number, and so on. And you come and you sit down and you join. What the policy club offers, we offer a supervised setting. We offer a safe space where the youth can come and be safe, where they could come and learn, where they could come and be amongst their peers. So all you have to do is come by the policy club and ask to join. We'll give you a form. There's no fees attached. Most of the things we do, almost everything we do is free. So there's policy clubs in Mount St. George, there's one in Mason Hall, there's one in Roxborough, there's one in Charlottesville. And what people normally do, I could talk about the policy club in Mount St. George. We have a Facebook page, and on that Facebook page, persons will go on the page and they will look for a contact number and they will call. I have received numerous phone calls, different agencies who will want to offer services or want to partner, and they will call. We have the cell phone numbers for the leaders, myself, Officer Jordan, and you call us and we will direct you. Or if you want, you could come to the community policing office, either in Scarborough or in Shervan, and you could talk to an officer at the community police and they will direct you to the officer or the officer who runs a policy club in the area closest to you. The numbers are 639-8888. Call that number, they will transfer you to community police and talk to an officer. And you could also call Scarborough Police Station, 639-1200, 639-2512, and talk to a community police officer. We'll give you all the information you need to join a policy club.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Acting Corporal Larry Brathwaite as he talks us through police youth clubs on the islands of Tobago, all the benefits that come being a member, of course. And so we want to wish you the very best there. I know you mentioned some of your challenges, being funding is one of them. And I saw one of our viewers online saying that WIM Police Youth Club needs some help. So I hope some attention can be paid to that. But moving forward, we wish you the very best in all your endeavors. And we do hope that the numbers increase in the police youth clubs across the island of Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations here in studio. And of course, as we go for a break, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.